My screen is visible to you, right? Okay, so what we did, we created one. I have not created, actually in your machine you have created one script, simple script, right? So let me create that here. Main method and web driver equal to, let's say, Chrome driver. Oh, sorry, new Chrome driver. Okay, new Chrome driver. So this is the command, to launch the browser. Okay, so this could be any browser. It could be Chrome, it could be Firefox, it could be anything. And if you remember, I have told you that to execute, to communicate with browser, right, to communicate with browser DOM, we need a driver file, exe file, right? For Windows system we need a driver exe file. So that file, in previous versions we had to set the path. Okay, we had to set the path manually, or we had to download the exe file and set the path. Okay, now from latest version of Selenium, okay, they have introduced the functionality. Just a minute. They have introduced the functionality to download the browser drivers automatically. Okay, automatically, we do not have to do anything, right? So that is why we are not downloading it manually or explicitly. It is done by Selenium itself. Okay, now this command is to launch the browser. Then what? Then let's say I want to navigate to some, or I want to open, or I want to launch some some application. So let's say this application. Okay, spicejet.com. Okay, spicejet.com. So what we have to do here, the command is driver dot get. Simply you have to pass the URL. Okay, so what it will do, it will just open the browser, launch the application, and then driver dot close is to close the browser. WebDriver is an interface. WebDriver is an interface. Okay, and Chrome driver is class, implementing class. Okay, now if we run it, let's see what happened. See, it launched the browser, navigated to spicejet.com, and it will close eventually. Correct? So to launch any application, or to launch or to navigate to any application, we can use driver.get method. Driver.get method. This is a method. Okay. Now instead of driver.get method, we can also use this method, driver dot navigate dot to. Okay, inside to we will put our URL. The result will be same, but there is some operational difference. Okay, there is some operational difference. Now this is get, okay, get method, and this is navigate. Both are doing the same thing, but navigate dot to, this is also to navigate to some certain application, but there could be some situation where you can go to some other page, that is using this navigate dot to, go to some other URL and navigate dot back, using navigate dot back you can back to the main page. Okay, navigate dot to, using navigate dot to, suppose this is your URL, initial URL. Now in some, I mean, as a step, okay, you want to navigate to other URL, right? And you, at the end of the step, you want to navigate back to the main URL. So after this driver dot navigate dot, see, this back, this forward, so back would be to navigate to your previous thing, okay, previous URL. But in driver.get you will not get this much of methods, navigate.to, navigate.back, navigate.forward. Back and forward is nothing but these two, these two switches. This is navigate.back, this is navigate.forward. You are in this URL, you want to forward to some other URL, you want to get back to other URL. So that feature you will get in navigate method. Okay, using navigate method you will get all these features. But if you are using standalone application and you don't have any provision to navigate through and back, navigate forward and back, then it is same if you are using driver.get or driver.navigate.to. Understood? Okay, fine. So this is my launching the browser and opening the application. Let me comment these 2 lines for now. Okay, now let's say how to click on a particular element. Suppose I want to click in the hotels menu. Okay, so what we have to do here, there are many ways to identify the elements in the DOM. There are many ways to identify elements in the DOM. So the methods are mainly you can identify by ID, okay, which could be, I mean, that ID should be there in the DOM for an element. It could be name, it could be class name. I'll show you what are those. Tag name, okay. Text property, partial text property, all these can be these are the method to identify any element. Apart from that, we have 2 more things. One is XPath. XPath means XML path, and CSS selector. Okay, so let's see what are those things. So first, in this application you have to see the DOM. How do you see it? See, right click on it and inspect. Okay, right click on it and inspect. You will get the whole DOM structure here. Now, which element you want to identify? See, this is one identifier. Okay, this is one identifier, or inspect element is there. So click on it, it will be activated by, the color will be changed, and whatever element you will click, that element will be highlighted in your DOM system, in your DOM. Okay, whatever element you will click, that particular element will be highlighted here. Now from here you can get any identifiable methods. What are the identifiable methods we just discussed? It could be XPath, ID, name, class name. See, there is a class name, right? These are called attributes, okay? Whatever inside this square or corner bracket would be called attributes, okay? Like style is an attribute, directory dir is a attribute, class is an attribute, okay? So all these things, now we have to identify which is uh, uniquely identifiable. And even if some property or attribute is uniquely identifiable, that that particular property or that particular attribute is not changing or not dynamic, that we have to identify. Suppose in this case, see the class name is a random value, okay? Class name doesn't have any concrete or meaningful value, but we have a random value. That means what? That means this class name can be changed. Class name can change. Suppose right now we have this particular class name. Next time when we will open the application, this class name may change. The class name may change. So these kind of random values we should avoid. This one class. See, the class name is basically a random value you are getting, right? So it's not meaningful name basically. R1 L P G Z C D 9 I8. So these kind of values should be avoided. Okay. Rather, what we can find here text property. Okay, we can find here text property, right? Text property. Now I told you what is tag, right? The tag name also one identifiable attribute. So this is the tag, okay? The div is a tag. Here this is the anchor tag. A means anchor tag, means it denotes a link, okay? It denotes a link. A is an anchor tag. Now under that A tag we have this div tags, right? So all these divs and A's are there. This is the HTML structure of any application. Okay, so if you know, I don't know whether you have any exposure to HTML code, but there are something, right? Suppose div is a whole page element, okay? Whole page element. There could be span means if you want to create some small boxes, you can use spans, okay? If you want to use if you want to create some drop down boxes, you can use select tag, okay? If you want to use or if you want to create one link, you can use anchor tag, like that, okay? So HTML is vast, so you can go through the HTML documentation, but normally we will have this kind of tags, okay? So at the start, it starts with tag name, okay? Tag name is div. Here tag name is div, but look at the attributes. So what are the attributes? Attributes are basically dir, style, class. I have already told you, this kind of arbitrary value members cannot be considered, because it can be changed any time, okay? Then dir auto, it is not uniquely identifiable. Style font family, okay, this is also not uniquely identifiable. So what we can use this text value, okay? This text value, how to use it? To use the text value, we have to write XPath. Okay, I'll take a detailed structure or detailed class on these identifiers and XPaths. Okay, but for now, let me create the XPath of this particular element. Okay, so XPath starts with double slash. Okay, now what was the tag? I remember the tag was div. Okay, then inside square bracket you have to write text. What is the property we are using? Text property we are using. Now equal to hotels. See, this is uniquely identifiable because we are getting, see, this is very important. One of one should be, we should get this one of one. One of one means it is uniquely identifiable. Uniquely identifiable. Okay, this is uniquely identifiable. Now see, this is my hotels link. Now if we use this to click this hotels link, what we will get? See, in my code, driver dot how to find that element, using find element method. Find element method. Now here will be by class. This is also a class, by class. Okay, by XPath. Our what is the method? What is our method? We are now currently using XPath. Okay, now inside XPath we will give this XPath value. Okay, so this is my find element we are getting. Now we can store it. We can store it in a web element equal to this. Okay, because the return type of find element is, see, it is web element. So we are first finding out the element which I want to click. So what is the type of the element? It should be web element. It should be web element. Web element is a class again. Okay, web element is a class. So inside web element there could be many methods like click, get text, get attribute, find element, find elements, clear. Clear means suppose you want to clear some text box before writing anything. Okay, we will see. Okay, get class, get CSS value, get DOM attribute. So all these methods can be used with this click web element method. Okay, so what we have to do now, we have to click the web element. We have to click the web element. What is the web element? It's hotels link, right? So hotels link, we will click on this hotels link. Now if we run it, now it will click on hotel, see, and then it will close. Maybe it did not close. Selenium version that supports CTV. Okay, fine. Dot close is there. Dot close is there. Yes. You can do. Okay, you can do. So instead of element dot click, we can directly use the click method here. Okay, we can directly use dot click because ultimately this is web element. So result will be same. Somehow the close is not working, or it is no. it's not taking time because execution is getting completed, but somehow it is opening another instance of Chrome, okay, or it is switching to any other other uh, uh, what I say, other driver, okay, other driver. Let's see. Quit. Instead of close, there is a difference between close and quit method. Okay, we'll see what is the difference between close and quit method. See, now it will work, hopefully. Open the application, we'll click on, okay, maybe it's very fast, that is why we could not see. So let me put some weight here, let me put some weight here. So what is the weight we will put, let's say for now it's thread dot sleep, okay, thread dot sleep. Now how many seconds? Let's say 5 seconds, 5,000, okay. Now thread dot sleep is not at all recommended, okay. We do not use thread dot sleep in our code. We will use some other weights, smart weights, but for now it's okay to show you. Okay. So drive, now it will open. See, that is why the close method was not working. Close method was working for first what do you say, for the first tab, but not the second tab. Okay, now for if we are using quit method, it's working. Now see, what is the difference between close and quit? Close method will close the current tab, okay, where in which tab the current control is, that tab will be closed, okay, that tab will be closed. Suppose this one, when we are clicking on hotels, see, another tab is getting opened, but our control is where? Our control is in this page only, correct? So if we are using driver.close, this particular tab will be closed, but this particular tab will be still open, okay. But if we are using driver.quit, all the instance of Chrome driver or browser instance will be closed. All the tabs, all the windows will be closed, okay. All the windows launched in due course of the execution of the programming will be closed if you are using driver.quit. Understood the difference between close and quit? This is important for your interview, okay. They may ask what is the difference between driver.close and driver.quit, okay. Okay, fine. So driver.find element is mainly to finding the element, and inside find element we have many methods, web element methods like click, like close, clear. All these methods are there, okay. All these methods are there. Now if you can see, when we are running the code, the Chrome browser is in minimize mode, so to take good quality screenshots and to see the view of the execution, we have to maximize the screen first, okay, maximize the screen. So for that, this is the command, driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, okay. So if you run it, see, our browser will be maximized, see. browser got maximized, and then it will be closed. Clear? driver.manage.window.maximize. This is to maximize the window. Are you with me? Everything is happening in your system? No, now we will start it. Uh, throws interruption exception would be needed. Thread.sleep, see, just hover on it and then quick fix. Okay, quick fix. Yes, add throws declaration. Sure. Yes. No, no. For next page means that next tab, right? So next tab, if you want to close, you can use switch to window. We'll see how to handle multiple windows. That we'll see. Okay, and then after switching to that window, we can close it, and then we can back to the main window, and then again we can close the main window. My screen is shared already. See, I have shared my screen. You want the code or what? Hmm. Sure. Not needed right now. I'll anyway teach you how to create XPaths. Okay, just in next. I'm pinging. No, I'm pinging you. I'm pinging you here. The XPath. You can use this XPath. Check how I have written the XPath. Just copy it from there. I have pinged you in the chat. Why that is? Why you put that square bracket? And after click there will be opening bracket and closing bracket. Click is a method. And also this is not see after XPath you have to give one more bracket after XPath. No, not there. You are closing the XPath, right? You have to give one closing bracket after. Yes. Thread.sleep. Right now you put thread.sleep. Acha, quit. Driver.quit you are putting. Okay, fine. T capital. Thread. Multi-threading thread. Yes. Put 5 seconds. Hmm. Hover on it. Hover on that particular line. Thread.sleep. Go to quick fix. Add throws declaration. add throws declaration. Yes. This is also a checked exception. Okay, this is also a checked exception. Just we learned about um IO exception, SQL exception. Those are checked exception, right? So this is also a checked exception in Java. Thread.sleep. You have to use that interrupted exception. Did you get any error? Mm. Line number 18. Line number 18 you are getting. What is the error you are getting? Can you scroll up? Maybe your browser is not updated or something like that. Go up. Mm. No such element found. No such element found. Okay, run again. Run again. Close that browser. Close that browser and run again. Mm. Somehow is your browser is not compatible or something like that. That is why you're getting these things. Okay, because div takes hotels. This is the XPath, by the way. Mm. What is that page? Can you keep, I mean, keep this window in the lower, just like me. Click on this three lines, three dot. Yes, and select third one. No, no, not there. Address dock location third. Yes, correct. Now go up. Now spy the element. First click. No, 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 no. Not clicked. First spy and then now select. See div text hotels. It should be there. Okay. Hmm. No, not there. You have to put a control F. Let me teach you. I mean, let me discuss these things. Okay. Okay. Fine. Keep it as it is. Keep it as it is. It will be fixed. No problem. Okay. Um, let me share my screen. Okay, now see what is happening in Nirmal's case, right? So Nirmal's case, it is happening like the application is launched, okay, but when the um, it is looking for that particular element, okay, when Selenium is looking for the particular element, that time this hotels is not popped up, or hotels is not getting popped up, right? So that is why Selenium is throwing one exception called not element not found, right? So what we need some synchronization. So what we want to do, I want my Selenium script to wait till all the elements are getting loaded, till all the elements are getting loaded. Okay, Selenium will wait till all the elements of this DOM will get loaded. Okay, for that we'll use one wait or smart wait, which is called implicit wait. Okay, implicit wait. Implicit wait is what? Implicit wait will wait for all the elements to be popped out, or all the elements to be visible or clickable. Okay, so what is the syntax for this? So driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait. Now this is duration dot of seconds. How many seconds? Let's say 30 seconds I am waiting. This is the maximum time we are giving, 30 seconds or 60 seconds. But will it wait for 30 seconds? Yes, if and only if the within that 30-second span all the elements are not available. If the elements are available in the DOM, or activated, or rather visible, then it will go to the next step. Even suppose all the elements got popped, or all the elements got available or visible in 10 seconds, but our maximum time is 30 seconds. What is this wait? This is the maximum wait. Okay, if all the elements are available in 10 seconds, then after 10 seconds it will go to the next step. It will not wait for 30 seconds. Okay, when it will wait for 30 seconds? When the elements, all the elements, or some of the elements are not available, or not clickable, or not visible within the DOM or within the same page. Got it? Implicit wait will wait for all the elements in the DOM. Okay, now put this particular line above this click statement. Done. Now see, if I run it, and Nirmal also try, it should work for you. See, it waited. As my internet speed is good and everything is fine, it did not wait for 30 seconds. Okay, and the application is working fine, so it did not take 30 seconds, or did not wait for 30 seconds. In 10 seconds or 5 seconds or 2 seconds, the all execution has been done. So this is called implicit wait. But if we use this thread.sleep, this is the hard wait. Okay, this is called hard wait. Hard wait should not be used. Why? This will sleep, or this will stop the execution for 5 seconds, whether your application's web elements are available or not. Irrespective of your availability or irrespective of web elements availability, it will stop the execution for 5 seconds, which is not needed. For execution of Selenium script, this hard-coded wait is not needed, and we should not use. I'm saying again and again, because I've seen many people are using this thread.sleep on their script. Thread.sleep is not needed, not at all needed in any sort of Java program. There are many alternatives. Okay, and this is non-standard also. If you are scanning your code with some sonar cube, some static code analysis, they will mark this as a red flag. Okay, so thread.sleep will not use. We will use either implicit wait or any other wait. Any other wait, we will see what are the other waits. First is implicit wait. Selenium's internal wait or synchronization process, first wait is implicit wait. Okay. Duration, you have to put duration dot of seconds. No, then you have imported some other thing. Duration should be like this. Okay, Java time duration. Import Java time duration. You first delete the duration import statement and then again import. No, durations is not the correct one. You have imported some other library. Delete this import statement. Implicit dot, it's not implicit dot. Implicit wait inside bracket. Duration should come. There should be. Show me. Okay, show me your import statements. Just delete that null. Duration, D capital, duration. No, durations is not the correct one. Okay, show me your import statements. You have added. Okay. Okay, fine. Just I am giving you the command or the line. Just paste it. Yes, java.time.duration. Automatically it will import, but somehow your system is not responding. Okay. Now hover on duration. Quick fix. Okay, fine. Do one thing. Just close this VS Code and restart this VS Code. Okay. Save the class. Now Go to import statement, your import statements. Duration is not there. Okay. No, 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 no. Not needed, not needed. Let me check what is happening. Okay. Um, okay. This is fine. Okay. It's not loaded, or now it will be loaded. Wait, wait, wait. Your system is a little slow. Okay, responding little slow. Now you are getting duration, a red line in duration. Now hover on the duration. Quick fix. Just a minute. Still. Click on quick fix. Import Java time, the first one. Right. Now save again and run the program. No, see, you did the wrong thing, right? First, we have to wait for all the elements to be identified, or all the elements to be loaded. Then we have to click. Then we have to click. But you did opposite. So this wait will not work actually. It will again fail. Now you can try running it. Working now? Okay. What about vanilla? Vanilla, are you doing it, or what is that? And what about Rupali? Rupali, are you able to? I mean, is it working, right? Or oh, XPath I'll anyway going to teach today itself. Okay. Correct. Correct. Yes. Correct. Now see, what we did is we have used implicit wait. So what is implicit wait? Anyway, anyone? What is implicit wait? All the elements of correct. All the elements are not loaded. Okay. Now we are trying to minimize the execution time. Correct. We are trying to minimize the execution time. So what is the purpose of waiting for all the elements? We can wait for particular element to pop up, right? Because we are not clicking on all the elements, we are only clicking on hotels menu or hotels link, right? So we will wait for only hotels to pop up, right? So for that we have some other waits. Okay, we have some other waits which is called explicit wait. Okay, explicit wait is what? This wait will wait for a particular element to be visible or clickable or any condition okay. The condition could be my condition could be another, right? Suppose I want to wait for some element to be invisible. That also can be done, right? That also can be done using this kind of waits. So what is the structure or what is the syntax for explicit wait? Okay, so explicit wait is also called WebDriver wait. WebDriver wait. Okay, WebDriver wait equal to new WebDriver wait driver, and here the duration you have to provide, the maximum duration. Again, Java time duration dot of seconds, let's say 30. Okay, let's say 30 seconds. Now next is wait. Now we have to put the condition wait dot until expected conditions. Expected conditions is a class. Expected conditions, okay, it's an open Selenium support UI dot element to be clickable, okay, or element to be clickable, okay, element to be clickable. Now here, which is the element we are waiting for? This is the element, right? Driver dot find element, this is the web element, right? So what we'll do is Control C, Control V. Okay, so we are waiting maximum 30 seconds for this particular element, and if it is found, then it will click on this particular element. Okay, now let's see if it is working. It worked, correct? Understood what is explicit wait? Instead of implicit wait, we are using explicit wait to minimize the overall execution time. Okay, to minimize the overall execution time. How? By waiting for only the element we are looking for. Okay, we are looking for. Now see, we have written wait dot until. So what is the return type of until? See, it is web element. Correct? It is web element. So instead of writing a different line here, we can also write this click method with wait dot until this particular element dot click. That is also possible. Got it? Because the return type of until method is nothing but web element. Okay, return type of until method is nothing but web element. So we can also, instead of writing a separate line, we can also directly use the click method with wait dot until. See, it will work. Correct? Write it down. Expected conditions. There would be. There is a Java, I mean Selenium UI. It should be coming from this Selenium expected conditions, right? Support UI. Selenium support UI. Yep, sure. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. There's a bracket problem, right? Bracket problem. It is showing you the bracket problem. Opening bracket and closing brackets are not same. You need more brackets. No, not there. Not there, not there. Before click. Another bracket will be there. It is showing now. See that red color bracket you can see. At the end, another bracket would be needed. Okay, fine. We have another wait. We have another wait statement. Now, how this works? I mean, how this wait or expected condition? Sorry, explicit wait works. So, this explicit wait polls, okay, in every second or every milliseconds, whether that element is available or not. Polls means checks. Okay, polls means checks. Suppose every second, if your some neighbor is calling you, whether you are available, are you ready to go out, are you ready to go out, it would be uh, it would be I mean, very irritating for you, right? There is nothing called irritation in programming, but everything has a consequence of having, getting delayed in the programming, getting loaded in the execution memory, correct? Execution memory. So what Selenium has done, or what Selenium has provided, is uh, we can decide the polling time, polling frequency. Suppose polling frequency means, suppose one element is not available within 5 seconds, then we will wait for 5 seconds, and after 5 seconds we will again check. Okay, after 5 seconds we will again check. Then again, if that element is not available in 5 seconds, another 5 seconds, then we'll wait for another 5 seconds and then check. So that the checking process, right, the execution is limited. Okay, execution is limited. For explicit wait, it is checking in a default way. Maybe it's 1 second, it could be 1 millisecond, it could be 1 nanosecond, but every in nanosecond or millisecond or second it is checking. Okay, which is actually iterating something, right, on the back end or background. They are iterating something, so that will again create some unnecessary create some unnecessary objects. Okay, and that will again overload the heap memory, correct? So to limit the execution, or to limit the checking, polling things, we will have one more wait, which is called fluent wait. So instead of using this WebDriver wait, we will use fluent wait. Let's see how fluent wait is used. So fluent wait, okay, here in the argument we have to put WebDriver, fluent wait WebDriver, then wait equal to new fluent wait क्या हो गया, यहाँ अटक क्यों गए? New fluent wait, this, it is getting this driver, okay, then dot with timeout then again duration. This is the maximum timeout we are putting. Okay, duration dot of seconds, 30 seconds. Okay, it's not the end. We have to decide the polling. Okay, dot polling every what, again duration, let's say duration dot of seconds, every 5 seconds it will, after 5 seconds it will poll, or each 5 seconds it will poll. Okay, then dot ignoring means in this 5 seconds, after 5 seconds, if the element is not visible, then what, then this it will throw element not found exception, right? It will ignore the initial no such element found exception. Okay, so ignoring no such element exception, no such element exception, where is that? Oh, okay, no such element exception dot class. Okay, ignoring this, then okay, that's it. We don't need anything else. Then we will use the same way, this wait is same way. Okay, wait until this. But only we are editing this, or we are changing the WebDriver wait to fluent wait. The fluent waits syntax is like this. We can adjust the polling duration, we can adjust this ignoring things, means ignoring, we can ignore no such element exception in the middle. After 30 seconds it will anyway it will be timed out at no such element found exception you will get, but within 30 seconds, that every 5 seconds it is polling, right? It is checking. If that element is not found, then it will not throw no such element exception. That is why we are ignoring. And let me format the document. Okay, let's see if it is working. See, our code worked properly, correct? Any question? Fluent wait is very important for your interview as well as for your day-to-day automation. Any question, or is it clear to everyone? See, timeout is still here, just same as what we did in explicit wait with timeout. Okay, now what we are adding is we are adding this polling every and ignoring. Polling every means what it was, I mean how that WebDriver wait was working. WebDriver wait was checking or polling polling means checking. Okay, it is knocking whether that element is available, so in a continuous way it was knocking at the door whether you were available or not. Okay, that knocking we are controlling by using polling every. Okay, that knocking means maybe it was in every 1 second, but we are controlling or we are specifying, please don't knock at the door on for every second. We are specifying that please knock at the door after each 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, if wait for 5 seconds, and if he is not ready, then again knock at the door. Okay, so that is why these 5 seconds are there. Polling every means knocking. Okay, now ignoring. Now suppose here in 5 seconds that particular element is not available. That is why you are polling, right? So in first 5 seconds it is not available. So what will happen, it will simply throw, or Selenium will simply throw no such element exception. So in 5 seconds we are ignoring this no such element exception class or exception type. Okay, in 5 seconds we are ignoring, then again next 5 seconds it is ignoring, then third 5 second it is available. Okay, the element is available. Now it will go to go to this particular statement. Got it? Clear, na? Why WebDriver wait again? Hmm. I am sharing this code. Okay, Fluent wait. Just paste it. And check if it is working. Why? I mean, what is the reason? I mean, what could be the reason? Just think about it. You have not imported, right? You have not imported that class. Okay, fine. Show me. Share your screen. No. Yes. Okay. So what you did, Fluent wait, WebDriver wait, new Fluent wait driver. Okay, with exception, with timeout 30 dot polling every, that is fine, 5, and ignoring no such element exception dot class. Okay, so go to that no such element exception and hover, quick fix, import no such element. Next one, the second one, Selenium open queue. Yes, done. This is extra bracket you have provided, line number 40. And one more bracket is needed. See the what is the color of bracket after until. So that is why one more bracket is needed just before click. Dot click, just before dot click you have to put another bracket. No, another bracket you need. Yes. No, just delete this thread.sleep. We will not be using this thread.sleep anymore. Driver.close will not work, right? We have seen we have to use driver.quit because after clicking on hotels, it is opening a new tab basically. Just click on allow once. Yeah. So first tab has been closed and second tab is there already. Correct. Correct. Yes, we have to quit. Hmm. No need to use driver.close and driver.quit together. Okay, you can use driver.quit or driver.close based on your requirement. Hmm. Hmm. Implicitly waiter is no more needed, right? Not needed because we are now emphasizing on a particular, I mean, we will be waiting for a particular element. Hmm. Then not needed. Thread.sleep is not needed. Correct. Hmm. 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 Right. Hmm. No, there is a problem in understanding. See, no such element exception when it will be thrown. When there is no element not found. Okay, where is such element? No such element found means the element is not found. Now, when that element is not getting found, every 5 seconds, right, in first 5 second, if element is not found, the Selenium's internal configuration will throw this particular exception, no such element exception. So we have to ignore, right? Otherwise it will throw error unnecessarily. If in first 5 second it is not found, then unnecessarily we will get this no such element exception. To avoid that, we are ignoring it. Okay, and we are ignoring it. I mean, how many times we are ignoring it for next 5 seconds? Again, for next 5 seconds, we are if it is not found, then again we will be ignoring it till what? Which time? Till the maximum time, that is the 30 seconds. Correct. Now, if it is available within 5 seconds, or if it is available within 10 seconds, then it's okay. It will go to another, I mean, the next line. Expected conditions can be anything. Okay, there could be expected conditions could be anything. Expected conditions could be visibility of element. Now we are checking the clickability of element to be clickable. There could be many conditions. It could be invisibility of element. Suppose some element I want to invisible, then I want something to do. Okay, then we have to check the invisibility of the particular element. There are many methods over there under expected conditions class. Okay, and then it will find correct. Driver.find element is basically we are specifying the web element. Correct. 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 Any question? Nirmal, Vanilla, any question? So what? What you will do with? I mean, seeing that. If there is no error, that is fine, right? Anyway, you will get the report in the automation script. It's not needed that you have to, because anyway that your automation script will be running inside Jenkins. Locally, if you are running automation, that is not automation. That is just script kidding. Correct. Yes. No, we can't. We can't use. Why we can't use? Because we have to specify the maximum time. We have to specify the polling time. We have to specify the which error or which exception you want to ignore within that 5 seconds. All of these are important. Okay, that otherwise you could have used, or we could have used that explicit wait directly, right? Explicit wait is also good, but it's more advanced, right? Or more advanced wait. So these are all waits we have in Selenium. Okay, these are 3 waits synchronization system we have in Selenium. It's very important topic for your interview and for your Selenium project itself. I have seen, especially in your organization, Vanilla and Nirmal. Okay, I'm recording. I will not take the organization name here, but the thing is, many people are using that thread.sleep. Okay, so whenever you will yeah, whenever you will see it, whoever has done this code, just get back to him and say that remove this thread.sleep. I don't know whatever I mean what you will do, but remove that thread.sleep. And you know what I mean, I have seen the ignorance from the people in your organization. I mean, they don't want to I mean, maintain the coding standard. Whatever training we are providing, whatever things we are doing, still they are not ready to accept the uh, that coding standards and all. They will not maintain. Okay, they will do this script kit kind of scripting, and they will submit that code, and after I mean, client will reject that code. That was the regular routine for the project you were working on. And ultimately all of these used to come to me. Suam, please look at it. Client has rejected the code. So be expert on these things, okay? Otherwise, there will be no use. I mean, you can clear the interview with half cooked knowledge, and then again, you will not be able to code there properly, work there properly, and then again, you have to look for another job. Correct? So be expert. Be expert. If you get expertise on these things, no one can stop you. Okay, fine. Next thing is the locators. Okay, locators. So we have talked about locators. What are the locators? Locators are the attributes of HTML attributes. Okay, HTML means this. If you inspect, The whatever code you are seeing, it's actually HTML, right? It's actually HTML. See, this is the document type is HTML. Okay, so HTML, what is HTML? HTML is nothing but the skeleton of front end. There are three things which makes front end. Okay, one is this HTML, which will be called skeleton. Okay, there would be CSS, which will be the beautification. Okay, see this coloring, the adjusting of the width, those things are called, those things can be achieved using CSS. See, these are the CSS. Okay, these are the CSS at the right side. These are the CSS. So you are getting a skeleton, you are getting beautification. Then what? Then beauty with brain. So what will be the brain here? The brain will be JavaScript. Suppose you are clicking on some element, then what? That clicking will have to do something, right? They have to render some other page. They have to suppose you are putting username and password. That at that you have to check with the backend whether the username and password is correct or not. That thing is getting done by JavaScript. Okay, because I mean that is why the JavaScript is called the brain of the front end. So there are three components. What are the three components of a front end development? HTML, CSS and JavaScript. If you know these three things, you can develop a front end application. Interesting? Anyone wants to learn? I am there to teach you, by the way. Okay, fine. By the way, I mean, to be a good tester, if you have some development knowledge, that will help. By the way, okay, I have seen. I mean, even if you are in testing, if you have some development knowledge, you can easily find out the the defects, right? And they will, and then developer will be amazed by your knowledge and how you found this defect, right? You can analyze the static codes means you can analyze the codes they have written. You can also give some your views over the codes or logics. For that you have to be very good in coding. Okay, ultimately software engineering, as a software engineer you have to have the coding knowledge. Okay, fine. The next thing are Selenium. I mean that what is a identifiers. Okay, element identifiers. So we have already talked about. Yeah, locators and identifiers all are similar. Locators or identifiers. Okay, identifier means what? Identifier means we are identifying the element with that particular thing, right? So locator and identifiers are similar thing. So see, there are something called class name. We have already seen, right? Class. Okay, now there are something called a. Okay, a means there are something called tag. Okay, tag. So if you do like this, driver, okay, let me come here, driver dot find element by dot, see, by dot, there is a class name, id, xpath, css selector, tag name, link text, name, partial link text. Link text means whenever we will have some text inside a link means this a. Okay, this is my a. Okay, a has an attribute called href. href. There inside href, the actual URL is getting specified. Okay, actual URL is getting specified, but the the link doesn't have, I mean, as a, I mean, we cannot show the raw link, right? We have to wrap with some text, like here we have wrapped with some image and all, correct? So we may have some text for a link. Suppose these hotels is a link. Okay, hotels, outside of div there is a link. Okay, there is a link. So that link may have some text means this. Okay, text means this, or this link can be used, or sorry, link text can be used, or partial link text. Partial link text means a part of that link, part of that text we can use. So partial link text is there first. So if you see by dot link text, okay, link text is a method. Then you have to provide the string link text, whatever link text you have. Then by dot partial link text, we have already talked about partial link text. Okay, so link text, partial link text. Now if you have some name, okay, if you have some name, let me search here if you have any name. So name, see, obviously it is not this is all meta. Meta means the headers. Okay, so all JavaScript. Let me check if we have any name attribute. Attribute are, you understood, right? What is attribute? Just like this is the, though this is not the way we, I mean, this will not be the part of the HTML, or this is the part of the header. Okay, header. So if you know the HTML, you can go through the HTML documentation, then you will get one header and the body. Okay, this metadata are basically other, I mean, site information. So see how this name attribute is displayed. So this kind of name, if you have in your element, you can use this by.name method. By.name method. Okay, by.name, sorry, by.name equal to this. Then you can use this string. Okay, you can use this string, so you will get this web element anyway. Okay, next thing is id. Okay, id you have to put as a string. Id is uniquely identified. Okay, but we have to see whether that id is reusable or not. Let me search if we have any id or element with id. id equal to, let me search. So again, you in attribute, just like name, you will get the id as an attribute. Okay, id as an attribute. Mostly those these sites are not, I mean, do not provide ids, or even they provide ids, they will provide some just like class name, right? They will provide this kind of I mean, automatically updated ids. Okay, or dynamic ids. So it will be uniquely identified, but every time it will be changed. can check Amazon. So you have to put a control F here. Okay, here you have to write the XPaths. Okay, so suppose this is ID equal to, these are all professional sites, right? So they will not provide directly the ID. Okay, if you just a minute, if it is having the ID, where is that ID? Do we have ID? No. Class name, this is my class name, right? Where it is finding ID? Don't know. Where is it? Okay, let me search Facebook. If you have anything in Facebook, inspect. Okay, ID. Okay, see, here it will be like ID. Okay, ID is an attribute like HTML. The ID is Facebook. Okay, ID is what? Facebook. So this is how you can use the ID, though it is selecting the whole page, but I am showing you how the IDs are mentioned. Here the class name, if you see the class name, this class name is tiny, view, port, tiny, height, whatever class name. But again, those class names are not very meaningful class names, right? So these kind of things, I mean, these kind of elements can be identified by driver, by.id. Okay, by.id. Then by dot what else? Class name. Class name I have already told, right? Class name. Class name means this class names. Okay, if this class name is uniquely identifiable, then you can use that class name also, but make sure that class name is uniquely identifiable. Otherwise, if you have duplicate elements, then it will not be identified. Okay, and it will not click. And then we'll have XPath and CSS. XPath and CSS. So CSS selector, I have already told you, right? What is CSS? CSS is the beautification of some element. Okay, beautification of some website. Okay, so using those properties, right? Using those properties, we can use some CSS selector. Okay, there is a myth in the market that CSS selector is the faster than XPath. This is actually myth, and there is no truth about it. I can prove it. Why? Because the elements are getting found. How? It will search the whole DOM, right? Whole DOM structure. It will decode the DOM structure and it will search the DOM structure, right? So there is nothing faster or nothing slower. Ultimately, we are using some attributes. CSS selector, for CSS selector, we can use some CSS properties. Right? And most important thing is XPath, okay, which is called the XML path. The full form of XPath is XML path. Now, we are using HTML. So why we are calling it XPath or XML path? See, HTML or this markup, all the markup languages have same structures. Okay, HTML and XMLs are of same structure. That is why they're using the word or using the thing XML. Okay, XML path or XPath. Okay, XML and HTML are same. We only difference the tags. Okay, only difference is the tag, but the structures of both the files are absolutely same. Okay, so XPath is XML path. Now, main thing or very important is how to other than all the finders or all the locators you can use directly class name, ID, CSS selector, tag name, everything you can do, or link text, partial link text, name you can use directly, correct? But what if you do not have ID? What if you do not have any name? What if you do not have any tag? Obviously you will have tag name, but that is not uniquely identified. All the attributes should be uniquely identifiable, right? Then you can use class name, ID, tag name, link text, name, etc. If those are not uniquely identifiable, then we have to use some combinations. So XPath is that combination. XPath is that combination when you have no other choice to identify the element using their attributes. You can use some combinations of attributes. So how you can use combinations of attributes? Using XPath. Now, how to write XPath? Correct? How to write XPath? That is a very important thing. See, let's go to SpiceJet again. I do not book a SpiceJet at all because their flights are always delayed. Okay, I use it for automation, by the way. Okay, fine. So suppose I want to find out this hotels element. Okay, using XPath. So what I can do, I can spy the element using this icon and will click on hotels. Okay, click on hotels. Then what? Then we have to pop a finder here. How to do that? It's simply Control F. Okay, simply Control F. Now, if you see at the element, there is no attributes which are uniquely identified. Font family, style, font family. We do not have directly. We cannot use this style. Okay, we cannot use this style. Why? Because we do not have any direct method. Direct methods are limited, right? ID, name, link text, partial link text, class, this much. We do not have any method name for style. So to use style, we have to use the XPath. But we are not going to use that style attribute here. Why? Because seeing at the style things, right? If you search, there are many say with the same style. There are many with the same style. There are many elements with the same style. So this kind of styles and all we should not use until and unless we are getting any other uniquely identifiable attributes. Okay. Now see here, seeing at the element, we are only finding this text value could be the uniquely identifiable. Text value could be the uniquely identifiable. Okay. So we are taking the text here. Now see how we are writing the XPath. The XPath always starts with double slash. XPath will always starts with double slash. Then the tag name. What is the tag name here? The tag name is what? Tell me, what is the tag name here? div. So we have to write this div. Okay, div, right? Then inside the div we have all the properties, all the attributes. So to give that attribute names, we will use this square bracket, this square brackets. And then what is the property we are taking, or we are identifying using which property? Text, right? This is the text, this black color text. Okay, black color text. So we will use text here, T-E-X-T, text. Text property we are using, equal to what? Inside single quote, inside any x path we will use single quote to denote any string. Okay, we are passing as a string, right? We will denote string inside single quote. Okay, inside x path. So inside single quote we will put these hotels, and after identifying we have to check, which is mandatory, that it is identifiable, uniquely identifiable, that is one of one, uniquely identifiable. Right? Class name, where did you get class name? Tag, div is a tag. Hmm. Div is a tag, correct? So div will be tag, the element tag. Okay, and then what is the property we are using? We are using text property. Okay, that is why it is text, this. Okay, now suppose the text is very large, very large text we have. Then what we will do? We can use contains text. Okay, contains text, contains, inside contains we have to provide this text property or partial text property. Okay, text comma, suppose this is my hotel, contains text, where is that? Contains contains text comma hotels. Where is, what I am doing wrong? Okay, I have written here C, contains C, right? C, I had written C as capital. That should not be the case. So contains text, using contains text we can use the partial text. See, the text is actually hotels, but we are using hotel. Okay, so if we have a large string, right, we can use this kind of contains function, contains method. Correct? Contains method. Okay. Got it? Okay. So now your text, I mean your task right now, you have to do one thing. You have to find out the XPath of deals. Can you do it? You have to find out the XPath of deals. Deals, yes. Just find it out. Control F, Control F. Okay, can you please share the XPath? I'll check whether that XPath is correct or not. And where is that double slash? No, no, not needed, not needed. Don't copy, huh? Do it yourself. Okay, so it is uniquely identified. Very good. Very good. Hmm. 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 Correct. It is uniquely identifiable. Are you seeing it? One of one identified. Okay, fine. What about Rupali? Okay, fine. Do it another. Do it one more. You just if you know the XPath, if you know how to write professional XPaths, then you will be an expert in automation. Correct. Mm. Mm. It's not division. It is not division. It's div. Okay. Hmm. Okay. And how you will? I mean, suppose we have a very big string. A deals is a very big string. How you will do it? C small letter. C small letter contains C small letter. Hmm. Bracket. No, no, bracket, round bracket. Hmm. Text, comma. Hmm. Not there. After bracket, you have to put comma. Text is a method. Method means you will have this opening bracket and closing bracket. Text is a method. Why you deleted that bracket contents after the opening bracket after contents? Hmm? You have to provide opening bracket, right? Contents is also a function. Hmm. Hmm. Deals, right? Uh, Close the bracket before round bracket. So it is one of two. That is not unique. Hmm? But you got the essence how we can use contents, right? You got it. How to use contents text if we have any bigger string. Okay. Now, last task for today. Please bear with me 5 minutes. It's very important actually. Okay. Three of you, please identify this add-ons drop down. Add-ons drop down. Yes, add-ons. Hmm. Hmm. Correct. 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 Everyone is done. It's easy. Okay. Any confusion? We are stopping for today. Any confusion? We'll see tomorrow. We have to do it. Hmm? We'll see tomorrow.